Hi friends, we are going to draw a wolf. Yes, this wild animal, is fascinating. Well, we'll start with a pencil of 2B. Okay, we begin making the shapes, the basic shapes. This is the shape in the middle of the head of our wolf. You see, I don't make any continue line. No, only I make very many short lines to suggest it is hair. Wolves are animals with a lot of hair, and we must suggest it from the very beginning of our drawing. Now we are going with the eye, with an eye. It is like an almond, yeah, an oval. Eyes are very important in every drawing of an animal, because are points that attract our attention from the very beginning. We must be very careful with that part. Okay, I make that shapes going down until the nose of our wolf. As you see, I begin drawing without any detail. I make shapes very general at first. I'll be detailing the drawing further and further from the beginning until the end. Okay. This is a long video, okay? It lasts 29 minutes. But I think it is good that you see everything I do to draw this wolf. Okay? As you see, I take the shapes of the eye to place everything around it. I have begun this drawing with a pencil of medium hardness. In this case, it's a 2B. Okay? Then, when I finish this part, I'll use a 6B pencil, and then I'll use an 8B, a very soft pencil that draw very dark. As you see, I fill the nose with parallel lines. Okay, I don't press too much the pencil on the paper. Okay, you must caress the pencil, not press too much. Okay, always caressing the paper. It is important. The pupils, yes, the pupils must be very definite. Okay? There are few definite lines in this drawing, but the eyes are that lines. Must be very definite. Okay. Now I feel that. That sound was my dog, Fluffy. Okay, as you see, I refill this place with black. I'm drawing by the side of my window, and the brightness of the sun is making appear the drawing clearer than really it is. But it is very dark. Okay. I cross lines to achieve a more profound black. The nose of a wolf must be definite in below, but not in the upper place. Okay, the mouth. I'm just suggesting now, not entering in details, only suggesting. I make hair with many lines, not continuous. Okay, suggesting there is hair there. Always you draw hair in an animal or a person, you must suggest its presence, not draw every single one hair. It is impossible. You must suggest what you are doing. Okay? We are like magicians. We suggest there is something that isn't there. Then we don't have to draw any single thing. We must suggest these things are there. Okay, I go for an ear. One common mistake when people draw wolves is making ears very sharp and very high. Please look at many pictures of wolves to study the real shapes of the wolves' ears. Okay? Oh yeah, well, I'm drawing this wolf from my mind, okay? But not because I have a very wide imagination, but because I have drawn many wolves in my life, and now I really know what I want to do and where to place each thing, okay? But if you want to practice, you must look at many pictures of wolves, okay? Look at Google, go at internet, and look at many pictures of wolves, draw them. You may draw any pictures you find on internet for learning purposes. You never can draw any picture of internet or anywhere for commercial for achieve profit, okay? But for practice and for learning, you can use any single picture there is on internet. The law is such thing. Then you may see at Google Images many pictures of wolves or other animals and practice drawing them until you achieve a real knowledge of that animal. I did that for many years, and that's the result. Okay, more hair here. You see, the ears of a wolf are not triangles, are not perfect triangles as I see many students do. I suggest a shape of hair here. Okay, little more hair. Wolves are magical creatures. Many legends are inspired on them. From wolves to many fairy tales. Why? I don't know. But I know wolves are being with humankind for a long time. In fact, our dogs, all our dogs, are descendants of wolves. 15,000 years ago, there were no dogs at all. All our dogs are descendants of wolves that humans have created. Yes, take care of them, selecting each one. Okay, more shadow here to remark the bones. You see, I don't use much the eraser in this drawing. I'll use in the eyes. But you must not be afraid to use erasers. Erasers are only a tool of drawing, like maybe pencil or paper. Don't be afraid, and don't hear anyone says that using erasers is a bad thing, because it is not. It is foolish not to use a tool when you have it. Okay, I remark a little more thing here. Okay. As you see, I'm very careful not to make all the lines that suggest hair in the same direction. They are all, these lines are similar, but not equal. In other words, you must repeat the pattern, but changing it every time. Okay, more shadow here. I'm just about to finish the first part of this drawing. Okay, more hair in the side of the head, the neck, and suggesting shapes of hair. Why I do this in this way? Because a wolf is a wild creature. Its hair is not cut with scissors. It is, and they grow wild as the wolf. Okay, this may be the drawing itself. We don't need anything, but I want to work it further. Okay? If you want to stop here the video, it's fine. But I'm going to work it more. Now I'm going to use a brush, okay, in this way, diffusing graphite brush strokes, okay, very carefully. Don't use it too much. I have not said, but I'm using not artistic paper now. This is a 80 grams paper, normal photocopy paper, because it is cheap. When I'm practice, and every artist when they are practicing art, use the cheaper paper they can find. We only use real artistic paper when we know exactly what we are going to do and we are going to make a masterpiece, okay? But when you are practicing, you must use the cheaper paper you can afford. Okay, As you see, I continue with my brush, and now I take my eraser. I give it the shape. This is a I don't know how to say in English, but this eraser can be achieve the shape you want. It is sticky, and you absorb the graphite, and the paper, you see, is clean. Okay, more light at the eyes, the nose, and white parts. Why I say about the paper? Because if you are thinking that your materials are very expensive, you cannot practice freely. If you make mistakes or you must use many sheets of paper to practice and they are very expensive, maybe a moment you stop practicing because it is very expensive for anyone. Now I'm going to use a 4B pencil. It's darker than the 2B, and I'll use it to remark dark parts. It is always necessary in a realistic drawing to use several hardness of pencils, okay? From beginning with the hard and ending with the soft. I began with a 2B pencil. It's a medium hardness, and I'll finish with that 8 pencil. Okay, as you see, I'm remarking dark places. And then again, I'm not pressing the paper, I'm caressing the paper with my pencil. Caressing. Remember this every single time you draw anything, not to press the paper. Okay, one is dark, now I begin with the other. Now I'm giving more detail and I pay more attention to anything. Work very carefully the eyes, its size, its place, giving it lights and contrast. We see everything because there are light and shadows. Without any light and shadows, we couldn't see anything. In your drawings, make sure there are contrasts, there are shadows, and there are lights. In other words, parts of the paper white and parts of the paper black. Okay? Okay, the eyes are going well. Don't be afraid of make mistakes, okay? Mistakes are part of the learning process. Now I'm going to pay attention to the nose. In the lower part of the nose, I make more sharp edges, but in the upper part of the nose, I don't make any edges at all because they, in a wolf, in a real wolf, they blend with his hair. Okay, but not the lower part. The lower part is on the air, and it's very definite. I don't know if you can understand me. I'm trying to speak as clearly as I can. Okay. Very dark with light and shape. Don't make a ball black like in cartoons, okay? Now, the mouth. Shadow here and here. Separating this part and suggesting, okay, more hair here. You know, drawing is just suggesting all the time. There is really nothing here but graphite on a paper. More hair here. And more shadow. Now, when I finish with this pencil, I'll use a very dark pencil, an 8B. Okay. Do you like it? It's going well, I think. More dark in the internal part of the ear. If you like this tutorial with animals, if you like more tutorials me drawing animals, you may suggest me in the comments part, okay? Okay, little more detail here. If this video is too long for you, you may go to the part you wanna go with the bar below, the bar displacement bar. And again, if I commit any mistakes with the language, please tell me, send me messages and tell me how it says in English, okay? Thank you. And if you like these videos and you like learn more things, please subscribe in the button for it. Okay, more shadow here. I'm going from one part to the other part all the time, as you see. I don't stop in only one part until I finish, because in this way I'm giving more balance to all the drawing. Okay? If I stay in one place, an ear for example, and I stay there for minutes and minutes and minutes until it is finished, maybe the other parts of the drawing appear unbalanced. With okay, little more here, okay. Okay. And remember, always begin your drawing without any details. Okay? You are giving details as you are advancing in your drawing. Use as many hardness or softness of pencils as you wish, giving your drawing more interest. Okay, a little more here. I remark the shadow of this part of the hair. Little more here. beautiful animal, I think. Okay. Little more in the neck. Oh, oops. I take my pencil so softly that it has fly. Remember, caress the paper, not don't press. Okay? If you press the paper, you fill it with graphite, and then you cannot continue drawing on it. But if you caress it, it is not filled, and you may be drawing once and once, layer after layer. Okay? Okay, more hair here, giving it more character. Now this layer is almost finished. Now I'll make some details. Okay. I like it. Now I take my 8B pencil and make only details with it. Details very dark, like the eyes. In fact, if you remark all your drawing with this pencil, it will be dark but not interesting. It is interesting if you only use it for details. You see? Remember, dark parts are going far away from our eyes, from our sight, and parts white are more closer to our sight. Okay, I'm just finishing. A little more. Remember, if you like these videos, please subscribe and tell your friends. I'll see you next week with another tutorial. Thank you for watching. Little more here. That's all, friends. Bye.